Well, hi Aries, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is going to be a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the center of the first part of the reading. So Aries, here we go. For Aries universe, what can they expect coming up for Aries? Okay, Aries, the overall energy of your reading, it's a beautiful card, the Empress. So this is one of the cards for Libra. So Libra, be strong in your chart, strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. The Empress is a very beautiful energy, male or female. If you're a parent, or it could be someone else, but a parent, an excellent parent. Very generous, kind, thoughtful, respectful, loving. I mean, I can go on and on with the excellent qualities this person carries. So this is surrounding your entire reading. It may be just about you and your energies and who you are, but it may be about somebody else that is around you. I just need to read this reading a little further. Up here in your highest energy is the moon, part of Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in your chart, strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But being in your highest energy, things are going to be revealed. There are things that are going to come to light or being exposed, okay? This card, the moon card, is right next to the Page of Swords. You're very much on guard about it. So I feel like you kind of know that something will be revealed because I see another card here that kind of tells me that you actually ask for the revelation. So you are on guard. Page of Swords, got your sword up there, and you're not swinging it, okay, but you are in self-protection mode about whatever this is that you're seeking to reveal, all right? The Hermit is right next to the Page of Swords. The Hermit is the card for Virgo, so you might have Virgo strong in your chart, or it might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But the thing about Virgo, or the Hermit, is this is you seeking your path forward in life. You reaching out to the universe, and when this card comes out, to me, the universe hears you, and they're trying to shine a lantern on what you can expect, or a path forward here. So far, the Hermit is shining the lantern here on the Page of Swords. So they are very much aware that you are in self-protection mode and that you are seeking your path forward. I feel like you really don't know which way to go right now. But under the moon card is the Queen of Swords. This is air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So it's right next to the Empress, which is a card for Libra. This is mostly male or female. What's more important is seeking the truth, and I think that's what you're going to do. I think whatever it is that's on your mind that has your guard up, you're going to seek the truth about it, and you're going to force it to be revealed. Okay, so asking for the truth. You have your sword up here, and speaking your truth. And the Queen of Swords is actually facing the Empress, so it really kind of points to Libra. It is a little more prominent, like more so could be strong in somebody's chart someplace. On the other side of the Empress is the Lovers. This is the card for Gemini, another air sign. So Gemini might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading, but it's under the Hermit for one thing. It's next to the Empress, this lovely, lovely energy here. This is a divine soulmate connection. You might have been lovers in another life. It can be twin flame sometimes, but it is at least a very special soulmate connection. And I feel like it's with this Empress person that surrounds this whole reading. I feel like this is the person, and this is how you feel about them, and this is how you see them, male or female, as this beautiful person, yet you've become, on guard about something here, and you are protecting yourself. So, you might be the Empress too. Now, let me tell you something. If you're the Empress, and you very well could be, it could be both of you, since this Lover's card could be twin flames. Since this Lover's card is right next to the Empress, you both could be Empresses or carry that energy, male or female, And when you are the Empress, nothing can work out in a relation, not nothing, but a relationship can't continue to move forward if you both don't have a lot of those same qualities. It's very important because what happens with the Empress is they end up compromising their self-values, and it becomes a conflict. Okay? So there's something going on here with someone else, and you're going to seek that truth. It's you that's going to seek the truth, and it's you that's going to reveal what it is that you need to know. But as you seek that truth, you are on guard, and you need to know, because you need to know how you're going to move forward. Is this? It's like maybe it's a rumor, maybe it's just something you feel, but it needs to come out. Definitely, so that you know what path to take forward. The Hermit is right above the Lovers, so I'm thinking that this is going to work out as far as this connection here. So let's read on. Under the Queen of Swords is the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I feel like when you reach out, and you're trying to seek this truth and this clarity from somebody who you're kind of on guard about, which you have feelings for, you're like, well, if this is all true, I'm just going to have to, cut out this relationship and move forward on my own, or move forward in a different way. This really makes the big difference on what comes out of this conversation on how you're going to move forward in your life. So you're on guard. When you're seeking this truth, you're like, you're hoping to hear what it is that you want to hear. But if you're going to hear what it is you're not wanting to hear, you will have to cut this relationship out. Next to the Knight of Swords is the Judgment card. This has been a spiritual lesson. And, I feel like it's been a spiritual lesson for both of you. It's under the Empress card. I really feel like this is both your energies here in the center. Boy, spiritual lessons are difficult. You learn from them, and that's the whole point. So if you don't learn it now, you'll have to learn it later. It'll happen over and over and over until you learn a particular lesson. Well, that's what's been going on here. So I think seeking this truth and clarity, instead of just swinging the sword, which might be your normal thing if you hear or feel something that's off in the relationship, just swing the sword and move on. This time I feel like you're going to seek that truth and clarity. And maybe this is your lesson, is, to give somebody a chance to explain something. Or that's how it feels here. I have the Nine of Cups. This is right under the Lovers, right next to the Judgment card. And so this is in the tarot deck, this is a wish come true. And I feel like this is what it's standing for. Because it's between the Judgment card and the Lovers card. I feel like, yeah, okay, so you're like in this mode here of protecting all those cups of love, but you really want to hand them out. You really want to feel free to love. And it's right under the Lovers card, and I think that you are going to get your wish on handing out those cups of love. Instead of just like, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. So let's take out the second part of this reading for Aries. What can Aries expect? Aries, there you are. What can Aries expect? And there you are there. All right. Okay. Up here in your highest energy, Aries, is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you've just been kind of stuck in this place of wondering about, you feel like they're hiding something from you. You feel like they're keeping something from you of sorts, and you're going to get to the bottom of it. There's just no doubt about it in this reading. If this doesn't sound like your reading, it's not your reading. If it does sound like your reading, it probably is. So right next to this, like being stuck, and it's right next to Temperance. This is the card for Sagittarius. Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or in someone else's, But this is your guardian angels and spirit guides, and they are working really hard for you. They're trying to unstick you. You've been unbalanced. You've been stuck in this energy of suspicion almost. And you got one foot in the emotional side, and one foot on the land. It's like you don't know which way to go. Are you going to love them or are you going to leave them? It almost reminds me of that show, Love It, List It, or Love It or List It, on houses. But that's the feeling I get from this. And I feel like Temperance is just working and surrounding you about this situation. I also feel like they're trying to bring you together. The Page of Cups is here in your highest energy. This is, I think, what you fear. This is what you're feeling. One of the things you're feeling, all right, is that they don't have as much love for you as you do for them. There's a fish in the cup. There might be Pisces around this reading. Heavy in your chart, heavy in their chart. That makes two cards that point to Pisces. But yeah, I feel like you feel like you're not getting the love that you should be getting. It's like you feel like you're dishing out more out than what's coming in this relationship. And this is kind of what you need to balance over here. I have the King of Wands under this feeling of being stuck, and it's, this is your energy. This is fire energy. So this is going to be you, Aries, holding that staff of new beginnings. And I feel like this is what you're doing. You just don't know which way to go. You're ready for a new start, a fresh way of looking at this relationship, or a fresh start altogether. So that's the whole point of this reading here. So that king, look, if you look at the king, they're like getting ready to get up and go with that wand. Now, you also might have passion here for the other person, but you're still ready to get up and go one way or another here. It's right next to the Three of Pentacles. This is a dark card. It's black. It's under Temperance, trying to get you balanced. I don't see any signs that there's a third party here, so this isn't going to be a third party card. This is like a bickering, and it might be about stability here and commitment, or some kind of feeling secure in the relationship. This, to me, this is like within you. This is your mind working overtime in trying to evaluate this situation without coming forward. But you can't. You just can't do it. You need to talk about it, and that's why the Queen of Swords is right over here, right under the Moon card. You will be doing what you can to reveal what is the truth here. You need to know. On the other side of the Three of Pentacles and under that Page of Cups, do you think that you're getting a cup with a fish in it? So, like, you're not getting much love out of the relationship. You're confused about, the love here in this relationship. All these cups have something else in them, just like the Page of Cups. There is not enough room in these cups for love. So this is making the wrong choices, and I think this is part of your fears here, is that you have made the wrong choice again. So you're like, wow, is this, I don't feel like this love is being reciprocated, and wow, did I make another wrong choice? Well, instead of just, like I said, cutting them out of your life and moving on, you're going to actually seek the truth. I think this person is a divine soulmate, and I think they're special enough to you in order to talk about this and speak your truth and get their truth to figure out, to eliminate this confusion in love so that you know exactly which way to go forward. You really hope that you work things out. I can see that here. I have the Seven of Wands right under the King of Wands. So you've been trying to block yourself from just getting up and moving forward. And with all these wands here right under the King of Wands, you're ready to move forward. You're trying to, it's right next to the King of Pentacles. This is possible earth energy. Now, Virgo is an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn may be heavy in your chart or in someone else's. But it's about the pentacle. So I feel like you're like, well, I don't want to go any further in this relationship if I don't hear what I need to hear, about this relationship. You're not, because you have your eye on a pentacle, but you're not going to settle for any commitment, any relationship, and because you want the right one. So, yes, you definitely have some clearing up to do here with this divine soulmate, which is a beautiful person. It really is in your life. And the King of Pentacles is sitting right next to the Emperor. This is you. This is Aries card. Right under all that confusion and love. Right next to that King of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, you know what you want and you're not going to settle. Period. Period. That's the energy of this card. The Emperor, they're stubborn. They know that they're like fixed minded and they know what they want. They know what they don't want. It's really hard to change the mind of the Emperor. Like, oh, you can live with this for a while or whatever. But once you make up your mind, it's made up. But you didn't do that this time. You're actually taking the time to consider, to actually come forward and have this honest communication. So, you're very well liked and well respected. This is, by others. You might like to be a leader. You might like things to be your idea. But the point is that the Emperor, you are just, it's right next to the King of Pentacles. So what you're focused on is whether or not this is a relationship you should be staying in or not for the future. Okay? And you're very confused about where it's going, what they're thinking on the other side. And there's something you need to just get out in the open, and you're going to do it. And I think you're going to work it out. I totally think you're going to work it out. I think Temperance is trying to help you get it done. They're trying to help you move forward. I think you're going to hand out these cups of love. And know that this has all been a spiritual lesson. And I think it is all about kind of changing the way you move forward in life. This one is special. So this isn't someone that you just want to carelessly or carefree, like just let go to the wind. This one you really want to be sure before you move forward, how you're going to move forward, because that's what you've reached out to the universe or the Hermit. So the Hermit is here, and I think that you're going to move forward with this divine soulmate, whoever they are here. So wow, Aries, this is your reading, and I do thank you for watching Universal Guidance.